Finally, after working with Elite Football for 2 years, we've been able to change the business from a sole tradership to a fully recognizable registered company. And while that may seem like a long time to be working on a business and not making the leap from sole tradership to company, when you consider that most businesses don't actually turn over a profit for the first 3 to 5 years, I'm pretty content with the pace that we're going. And if you've clicked on this video, you're probably also in the same boat. Maybe you've got a business and you're finally ready to turn that business into a fully registered company. Well, in this video, I'll be going through exactly how I registered my company, Elite Football, and also applied for an ABN, all in the same video. I'll try to get through it as quick as possible, but if you are wanting to jump specifically to a certain part, I will leave all the timestamps down below. Before we get started, I think it's important to note that this isn't the cheapest way to register a company or even apply for an ABN. I do believe it is probably the fastest way for someone to actually get it done, and it is still relatively cheap compared to other ways you might be able to do this. Let me explain. If you were to hop onto the Australian government page and completely register a company by yourself, it'll cost you about $100 less than the way I will show you in this video. And if you're wanting an ABN for your company, you can also hop onto the government page and make one yourself and apply for one yourself completely free of charge. Connor's already made a video on how to do this for a partnership. It is pretty much identical if you're wanting to do it for a company. And while it is free to apply for an ABN by yourself through the government website in Australia, you're probably wondering, why am I not just showing you how to do it through the government webpage? Well, pretty much is that while you can do it and save yourself a couple $100, in my opinion, it takes more time than what it's actually worth applying for everything through the government page. And if you're someone that is jumping from a sole tradership or just a normal business to fully being a company, you've probably already made a decent amount of money and your time may be more valuable than giving yourself a headache and doing it fully yourself, which is why I feel like this way is not only the easiest, but also the fastest way to register as a company and also get an ABN. Now, another way that you could probably do this is by doing it through your accountant. Initially, I was going to do that, but considering that if you go through an accountant, they'll probably charge you upwards from $1,100 to $2,000 to register your company and get all the paperwork needed. When I found this website that will give me everything that I personally need for $644, I personally thought it was the best middle ground. So now that's out of the way, let's get to exactly how to register your business. The website you'll want to go to is lawpath.com.au. Now, this video is not sponsored by them. If you watch this channel, Connor and I only work with people and only promote people for free when it's actually things that we use. And well, since personally my dad has actually used them before to create 2 different companies, and I guess now a third with Elite Football, they deserve the free publicity. So once you've gone onto the website, you want to scroll down to start a business and then just click on get started. Go down to register a company, type in the name of the company that you desire, and check the availability. So we went with Elite Football Agency, and that went completely through. Go through get my company, then they'll show you it's pretty quickly, only 6 steps to get everything ready. Then just fill in your details. I've personally put in Dad's details because we co-own Elite Football together and he will be the primary director for Elite Football, so his details were the ones being used. Then once you make a password, it will show you exactly what you get if you choose to add basic compliance into this. And this is one of the reasons why I think LawPath make it really easy for people, because while the documents that they give you are very basic, it is all you need. And it really saves you the hassle from getting it yourself. So we went ahead and clicked on basic compliance. Now again, of course, trying to upsell you, they're going to keep offering more and more things. In this page, they show you ABN and tax compliance, or no ABN or tax compliance, because again, like I said at the start of the video, if you don't want to spend this money on getting your ABN and being tax compliant, you can do it by yourself completely free if you just follow the government page. But we went ahead and we ticked it because it's just a lot easier to do it through them, and the $80 really wasn't a big deal. But if you are just starting out and you had to make a company straight away, it probably will be something to think about. And I probably do recommend to just, use an hour of your time and apply for the ABN by yourself. Next, they're going to upsell you again. We just went with no company support. That's not what we're after. And then this one's really interesting because here they give you the option to use your own address or to use their sort of virtual office location. And it's really interesting because you do need an address for the company. And when you register through ASIC, pretty much anyone can go onto the ASIC register and actually find your address that's linked to that company. So if you are working from home and don't really want your, all your clients to to make it really easy for them to find your exact location, maybe you are someone that actually would do the virtual office monthly fee just to be able to put a different address for your company. But we went ahead and just put our normal address anyways. Again, more upselling, we didn't buy with any of it. As we move on, we'll add more details about our company, the directors, shareholders, but before that we need to pay. So as it stands, they only charge you $4 for the company registration on top of what the government actually takes, which is $512. But obviously with the add-ons like the ABN and tax compliance that we added on, our total has come to $644, which again, you don't have to do exactly what I do in this video. Spend however much or however little you want to do with your particular situation. I think if you just want to do the company registration, paying only $4 and having it made way more simple on this website than it actually is on the government website, definitely worth it for a lot of people. The add-ons are the only thing that you should probably validate at your own discretion. I won't show any of the payment stuff, but obviously everyone knows, put your credit card stuff in, pay it off. After you finish paying with it, we will see this screen, which will have us complete more of our company details. So we're using a new name, click the one that applies to you. For the legal elements, we just went with proprietary limited, with just the first one. It really doesn't matter too much which one you choose. Fill in the address of your company, put in your applicant details, and then a more interesting part, which is the company structure. Now, this is where you'll be adding a director, a shareholder, and a secretary. Now, every company needs at least one director and one shareholder. Now, it can be the same person. If you've got the company and it's just you can put yourself as a director and a shareholder. If you have a co-owner or whatever, you can do 2 directors and 2 shareholders, or you can even have 1 director and 1 shareholder. If you're working by yourself, make sure you add yourself as a director and a shareholder in this part. And if you are working with a business partner or a few business partner, I guess just discuss between yourselves what you'd like to do. Personally, I added Dad as the director and myself as a shareholder. Now in this part, it'll just be the same thing, just fill in whatever they ask you to fill in. You also will need your personal tax file number for this part as well. Once that's done, you'll be able to go over all your information and make sure you put in everything correctly. And then if you added the ABN like we did, you will start your ABN registration form. Again, we put new business in Australia for the first bit. The date the ABN is to be effective from, I would just put in the date that you're actually completing this form. Then everything else is just stuff that you need to answer personally about your own business. But once you click continue and accept the terms and conditions and lodge your application, that's it. You'll be notified through email in about 10 minutes and you'll be told if your registration was actually successful. But once that's done, you can go to your home page on LawPath and click on company documents and then just select the documents you'd like to print out to sign, or you can print them all out and sign them all. Now, just make sure you look for the button that says print all and not do what I did, which is manually print every single one. But yeah, when that's done, you'll have everything registered and in your lap. And that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know if it helped you, if you actually use LawPath. And if you found it helpful, consider subscribing or liking this video. Here's a video YouTube thinks you'll like, and here is our last video.